So I was taking a nap one day. I just grabbed Reader's Digest from like 1975, and I was reading an article. I fell asleep like mid-sentence. I woke up like 20 minutes later, and the magazine was still there.
Right.
So I continued to read, and the sentence completed, but suddenly nothing made sense at all. So I backed up and I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't even right. This is a different article. So after that nap, I thought, oh, what if I like chopped up Reader's Digest and mid-sentence switched to another article? The challenge, of course, is to make the sentence make grammatical sense.
Right.
But it's not going to make any fucking sense because each one of these is coming from a different article. So that's what we're doing. We're reading my mashup Reader's Digest Mad Libs.
Sounds great.
Okay.
High five. Kids Who Kill for Kicks from the 1977 October edition of Reader's Digest.
One summer day in 1920, while practicing at a tennis club in Berkeley, California, I noticed a tiny woman watching from the sidelines, idly tapping a racket against
Other people. Instead, try to discover the kind of person you truly are. Here are some questions designed to help you. Deal with them frankly, and treat yourself with kindness and
A series of grotesque facial contortions, culminating in a toothless snarl. I stepped back involuntarily. What a beautiful child, I said.
She thought for a minute. They better grind their own peanut butter. Roy suggested I study up on things the Holcombs would be interested in. Horse shows, yacht racing.
Prisons, the length and breadth of France. Adventures which were to furnish the material from which Dumas and Victor Hugo later created.
The most important moments in your entire life.
Although some authorities claim that extramarital sex can sometimes rekindle a stagnant marriage, most counselors believe that it never benefits a marriage, that it causes only
gangrene. We had not the legs for it. There must be an amputation in order that she might live, and I as well. It was to heal us both that I must take up knife and saw and cut.
Through the night. At dawn, splendid and glorious, the man was still alive. They let her see him for 5 minutes. No talk, but she watched us.
A band came into the studio in the afternoon. Knocked out 4 cuts and was out on the job by evening.
Helen had pulled a chair close to the table and was slumped face down against the wood. One arm cradled her head, while the other was stretched in front of her as her body
Was driving home from a difficult calving, frozen-faced, with my skin chafing under my clothes, and feeling as though a group of strongmen had
appeared to be undergoing some mighty internal struggle. His face swelled and darkened as he contorted his features. Then, from deep among the puffy flesh, his eyes fixed.
Home without glory. Only to take the offering of a kid's minnow off a dock. And to paraphrase a bumper sticker, 400 billion mosquitoes can't
Contain fiber, water, vitamins and minerals as well as calories. Refined sucrose, as such, is nothing but calories, and the foods in which it is used rarely contain.
an unusual amount of attention. 2 attendants dived into the front seat, 2 more into the back. Over and over they polished the windows, the door handles.
Asked a few questions and then pointed to the bookkeeper, a homely spinster of 45, as the guilty party. It turned out the spinster had been
Near the town, gasping breathlessly. Slung on a pole between them, hung by his tied feet, is the angry donkey.
My God, I exclaimed. The nurse looked at me startled. What's the matter? Well, he's a funny-looking little thing, isn't he?
Don't talk like that, Leela objected. They're going to help you get better.
Then go to the devil, he snarled. He threw down the sandwich and stalked off. The sandwich lay within easy reach. I could smell
my tent. Just your blankets and moccasins. He said, strip down and put away your clothes. When I was ready, he blindfolded me and
Finally released my car. When I started up the engine, the car radio came on.
and pointed to a chest of drawers. The lock on the jewelry cabinet has been forced. The way Madame is dressed, indicates she was awaiting a lover and not a husband. And there,
Can be the difference between a frustrated life and a full one. Oh my god.
That's not the point, Jean said. We're supposed to do something that'll benefit the camp. Whether or not we get in, we've done something.
Recently, inside and out. It shows. Roy sat down carefully and crossed his legs. Sammy asked if he'd like a drink. Roy
read it with interest. The living accommodations are excellent. The supermarket has everything. In fact, I can buy many more things here than in
Any relationship. Many men find the deceptions that go along with infidelity particularly distasteful. One husband said, "I'd hate all the tawdry business of
Something that has meaning, but no purpose. Fitness is a bonus in play, and people are finally learning how to play."
Well, replied Crawford, I should certainly hope so.
If you seriously want to eradicate the fight syndrome from your personal and family life, you will have to
Open fire. Served with rolls, rich Wisconsin butter, and steaming cups of coffee. This specialty of the region.
Seems less than sensible. Reading, I am spared a great deal of loneliness.
And unable to obey my first instinct to run for cover, so I held my hand over my face for a few minutes.
After that fabulous sixth game of the 1975 World Series, it has been called
the real explanation for the apparent association previously found between menopause and heart disease. That one flowed better. That one flowed better. Oh my god. This one's good.
The sandwich lay within easy reach. I could smell. Oh Lord.
For the apparent association previously found between menopause and heart disease.
It's quite a football game.
Oh my god. There were so many like quicker cuts in that one. That was tough. Like toward the end here, it was like a little.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. But I don't know. Did you intend for people to be reading these when you did them? I mean, I don't think so.
I didn't think that far ahead.
Because it's like with the quick cuts, I'm like, look at the camera, read 3 words, look back at the camera.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
this
it was
video
like-
project was not on my mind.
Yeah, I
I
was
was
just-
thinking these.
I liked extramarital sex never benefits marriage, it only causes gangrene.
Slung on a pole between them, hung by his tie. This might be my favorite one.
Meow, meow, meow.